Ambitious ball here. And this is Shevchenko. Fernandez. And Caicedo. Azar. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Osimhen. De Bruyne. Kimmich on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him, the way he's been playing.
A header! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Van Dijk. And Fernandez. Caicedo. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now there's a... Can he finish? Point-blank header! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's a goal kick. Jimenez. He shifted it to the flank. And he's being shifted off it. He's under a lot of pressure there. And he's had it nicked away. Almost an hour gone. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Osimhen. It's a really well-measured ball. Chance here to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the spec... And Shevchenko! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitutions taking place.
Chelsea choosing to make the first change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. That's a throw. Spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That is what shapes to shoot! They've done it! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
The goal scorer!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Osimhen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. Azar. And it's Messi. Now who's going to be first to this?
Galatasaray seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Osimhen. And this is Shevchenko. And he's got the beating of his man. Distributed tidily. Played back in. Corner.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 20, Mikel Oyarzabal. Substitution.
And he's had a hit! Oh, denied at the last.
Shevchenko clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Chelsea are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Fernandes. Shevchenko. He is being harried and hassled.
Well, he helps himself.
Big chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution in progress.
Chelsea making another change here. Batistuta coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
He has found the way through. Ronaldinho. Decent chance! And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Drives it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's a lovely, neat pass. De Bruyne. Chance for a shot! He has done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Kevin De Bruyne!
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Van Dijk. Quality ball. And it's Kimmich.
6 added minutes has
Here's
been indicated.
Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Galatasaray can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's pulled back. Big header! And it's headed over. Kimmich's cross. Caicedo. Looking to play him in. Messi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Shot a goal! And that will be the final act. Chelsea looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. De Bruyne, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me
Just
to
a
thank
quick
Jim
announcement. We
Beglin
would like
and to wish you a
inform
very
that
good evening.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Welcome to today's match. And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Ekitike, a man who can do little wrong right now.
Well, you can sense a definite buzz in everything he does, and it's not just physical. I think he's making better decisions as well, and it's just great to see how much progress he's making now, and everybody is beginning to enjoy it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's having a shot! In for the pieces! Look at the space here. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good spread. And here's Messi. Hoisted in. Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Hazard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Robertson. Mbappe. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Alexander-Arnold did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Messi. Ekitike. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Messi. Ribery finds himself offside. The shot! And it's there! It was an absolute certainty. He just had to. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Three 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
to be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He shifted it to the flank. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here. Lobbed in behind. Climbs up big! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ribery, who's on a run down the left wing. Kimmich. And the finish! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Chelsea are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hazard. Plays it in low. That is a brilliant interception. And here comes the corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ribery. And this is Hazard. Good ball, good take. And that's big chance! He scores! That is how you do it. He's the one with the Midas touch, and he has struck gold again.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 15.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Lovely. Decent chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 34 minutes is number 9, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Kimmich. That's a good ball out wide. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chelsea heading towards the half-time break. They win very much. Real chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 38 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Azar. Azar. Oh, this is a terrific run. Ruben Neves. Kane. Ruben Neves does really well to win the ball there. He's looking wide. And he's in on goal, takes a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
After 44 minutes is number
And yes,
10,
it's him
Lionel
again!
Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Van Dijk.
There
Oyarzabal.
will be 3 minutes.
Alexander
added time.
Arnold. Ruben Neves kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Azar. Messi, shot could be on. Donnarumma clears. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Chelsea are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And the second half gets underway. Mbappe. That is a great pick out. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Kimmich. Played back in. Picks chance for a shot! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Now it's Kane. Ruben Neves with the foul. Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. And he welcomes it in. He's got to watch shapes to shoot. Really well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ekitike. Now it's Messi. He's in space and looking for options. Ekitike! It's run loose, this time surely! Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Tries to play it through. Great chance! And he hits the net. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 10.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pinches it off him. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kimmich. Ribery. And Hernandez. And here's Azar. And he's gone backward here. Terrific header! And he steered it beyond the post.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Chelsea choosing to make the first change. Ronaldinho coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Kimmich. It's a really well-measured ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ronaldinho. Header! And that has faded wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's shifting through the gears here. Messi, it's come to nothing. Van Dijk. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Foot in. It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he finish? He scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Great vision. Van Dijk makes the interception. Robertson. Musiala. Now he's got space here. Robertson. Now Mbappe. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Messi! He's kicked it out. That's a great save. He's in a great position here. Shot at goal! They've done it! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And Messi! He's put it wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Ribery.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Fernandez. He's had it taken off him. Ekitike! Oh, it's hit the post! He has done is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out.
And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Pedri. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Lille are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's going up front in a hurry. Alexis Sanchez, looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And it's made its way to him. De Bruyne. De Bruyne running with the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he's well positioned here. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alexis Sanchez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's got full. Pinged towards the front line. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Neymar. And he's lost. It's Neymar! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's found a way through, and here's Battistuta. Real chance! And he hits the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Šeško! And again. He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Alexis Sanchez. This looks promising. Hangs terrific header. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Caceres. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Here's takes a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Anthony Cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Nil! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Lille get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's through here. He's shifting through the gears. He's had a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Lille go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Sanchez has it in a wide position.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
De Bruyne. It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. De Ligt. Rodri. De Bruyne. Now it's Batistuta. And he's intervened well there. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's half-time here.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Passing nice and neat. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. De Bruyne. De Bruyne puts his foot on the gas.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. And here's Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's a very... And a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Lille blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Anthony.
This is the time you need that pace.
Played out to the right. And here's Alexis Sanchez. Crosses it into the area. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Neymar. Backward it goes. Anthony. Sheshko. Always onto this. Nuri. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then. He gets big! Oh, crossbar! Lille have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's the chance to counter. Rodri hurtling down that right flank. It's a searching pass. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, shooting chance! Now that was quite some save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And now they can spring out of defence. That has been slung wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Anthony. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Sheshko is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Knocks it out wide. In with the challenge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko. Great vision. He's in a great position here. There's no flag. He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get it through? And this is Alexis Sanchez.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Chelsea can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 18. Number 16. Rodri. Coming on the field. Number 8. Palmer.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Number 27.
And the shot!
Serginho.
And that is doing no harm at all. Can he get on the end of this? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Roberto Carlos with a real chance here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. He's on it, can he get away? This could be their final throw of the dice. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes.
That's
has been
positional
indicated.
goal, the utilisation of space.
He's onside. He's picked his nose for a shot. Keeper's got his work done. That has been cut short. And the referee brings it to a close. Chelsea played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promising. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Played into space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Costa Curta. It's Ronaldinho. Costa Curta. That has not gone well. So, what can they make of this? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. De Ligt. And it's Benatia. Rodri. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. And he whips it in. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Batistuta. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he's found a way past. Mbappe shoots! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's in a great position here, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Real chance here, and it's made its way to him. Now there's a fine ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's picked his way through, lobbed in behind, and he's been shifted off it. Messi. Benatia does well to stand firm and defend it. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's got away. A corner it is then. Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho is there and he can get that clear. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance, and he's following up. It's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rodri powering forward here. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, and the shot! He's scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, it's Batistuta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. Ronaldinho. And now the breakaway.
There they go, hunting again.
Portugal have a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Decent hit from there. Caceres. Driving forward. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well timed, excellent interception. Ball looks a good one. Mbappe. Messi. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. This possibly the last play of the half. Pirlo plays it short. Rodri. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
De Bruyne. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. And it's played in here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Shevchenko. Cafu gets good distance on it. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Ronaldinho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Benatia. He's given it away. He might charge, surely! And he's there to belt it away. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cafu. He's found a way past. He has found the way through. Aimed in towards the centre. Almost an hour gone. Ambitious ball here. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, what a ball!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Tries to pass it through. Now that is a hefty challenge. And that was very necessary. And it's Neymar. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Short changes him with that pass. Cafu could try cutting inside here. Chooses to go cross-field. And he's intervened well there. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! De Ligt gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And this is Batistuta. And this is Shevchenko.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is good alertness. Oh, good spread. And it's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's skewed away. Mbappe. Somewhat off target. Benatia, always a very imposing presence at the back. Chelsea are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Played out towards the right wing.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ibrahimovic shapes to shoot. It's fallen kindly here. No mistake. And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Vamos divulgar uma substituição.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Cafu gets across to intercept that. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around the